let us take a minute and imagine if we were allowed to only dispose our waste just once in a year. Just take another few seconds and think about it. Once in a year. I bet the manufacturers will have a rethink on what they produce, how they produce it, and with what they produce. Our country is in a waste management crisis, part of which is because we got caught up, we've adopted the linear economy pattern of what? Take, make, dispose. As against the more regenerative system, circular economy, which minimize the leakage of power, resources, and all. It will interest you to know that every Nigerian, it's estimated that they generate per day 0.5 kg of waste every day. So a family of 5 people say we generate what? 2.5 kg of waste. Multiply that with our country's population of, is it 170 million, 180 million? You'll be having what? Around 90,000 tons of waste. That's 90 million kg. Using Lagos alone as instance, where we generate what? 13,000 tons of waste. To clear that in every day, we need 650 compactors. Hope we're getting the picture. Daily. So, with this waste on the rise, because we've gotten caught up in the linear economy, waste generation is on increase, with little or no infrastructure in place for collection and disposal. It's a Herculean task for the government. The people are not ready to pay, because who wants to pay for an inefficient system? So in the midst of this, we have given rise to what? Urban waste management crisis. So in the midst of this chaos, in the midst of this turmoil, in the midst of this crisis, I saw an opportunity. Would you believe it to know that that PET bottle that is blocking that gutter can actually give back a shirt, be used to produce shirts, polyester fibers that will give you the shirts. It is used in making mattresses. The plastic, the cover of that PET bottle you have is just making the table, chair, the plastic table we have, the plastic chairs we have. So fueled by living a purposeful life, the passion for impact, and then first-hand experience of how waste is handled abroad, we came up with what we call RecyclePoints, a point-based incentive scheme that can address the problem of waste management in Nigeria, where we came up with a system that with which RecyclePoints, you can earn points from us by giving us the likes of PET bottles, aluminium can, corrugated brown carton, old newspapers. You earn points. And these points, when agreed, can use them to do what? Redeem items. Household items as small as diapers to as big as flat screen television. So give me your waste and I'll give you a value. So this is the opportunity we saw. There are a whole lot of opportunity in waste that we are yet to harness. I'll be talking with the backdrop of recycling my activities in RecyclePoint. So opportunities in waste, you have the collection. With being a collector of waste, you need no capital, zero capital. We have what we call the waste pickers, and then we have what we call the waste busters. The waste picker is that he can move around independently, get the waste, come and sell to us and gets cash. And we've built it, structured in such a way that everybody working in this scheme is earning above the minimum wage of what, 18,000 naira currently, right? We've built it in that way. We have the tricycle, that's the waste busters. That's the first electric cargo tricycle in Nigeria, I think in Africa, for door-to-door waste collection. We developed it here. We designed it. And with these young men within the community are working, our environments are getting cleaner. They go door-to-door to registered households. We started with low-income households because what? They are the most hit, they are the most vulnerable with the impact and effect of what? Poor waste management. Because the waste we litter on the streets gives rise to what? Breeding ground for diseases like malaria. The waste that block our gutters during the rainy season, as we can see now, flood, is still happening. And then the waste that gets into the plastic waste that gets into the ocean changes the configuration of the chemical configuration of the water bodies and equally chokes the animals, sea animals. It is said by 2050 that the number of plastic in the ocean will be more than fishes in the ocean if we don't check it right now. So how do we get back this waste before they end in the wrong places? The waste that eventually get to the dump site, you see our dump sites are filled, overflowing. It's about, globally we are recycling about 14% of waste because of the linear economy, but we hope, it is said that we can recycle like 70% if we switch to circular economy. There are opportunities in waste. You can say, oh, I don't want to pick, I don't have the energy of picking, I want to do what? Sorts, aggregates, I want to be an aggregator. You can aggregate and sell. You can say, oh, I have the capacity and the financials to go further. We have like waste to power. It's untapped in this part of the country, in this part of the globe. We have the waste to biogas, waste to biofuel. Our aluminum cans can give us ingots that can use to make all the roofing sheets and window frames and all of that. We recycle this aluminum can. You see your can cook, can mold, can all of that. They come back to us as roofing sheets. The plastic chairs come back to us as that. Recycle them back to plastic chairs. The caps of the bottle can come back as hangers, pegs. The pure water sachet can be recycled to give us shopping bags and all other waste bin bag and all. The cartons come back to us as craft papers. The papers come back to us as tissue paper and all of that. Opportunities lies in waste management. Why do we do what we do? Why did I resign my banking job to go pick waste? Why did I do that? I would have been earning good enough, going for vacation and coming back. While sitting on my desk in the banking hall, I would have kept on to that. But the drive to do something for our people, we are people-driven, impact-driven. We want a situation where we do something that our people will get jobs. We want a situation where we will give back to the people and people get empowered, the women get empowered, where our environment is cleaner. So we've been able to narrow our activity, the impact of our activity, people-based, to be what? Community engagement, more inclusive community. When we work, we get our community to be more inclusive in waste management. We've gotten women empowered. Women empowerment is key to us. The waste that the waste busters collect door to door come to our community-based collection and sorting hub. Women that don't have money to start the business of maybe food vendoring, even the 5,000 naira, 2,000 naira business, they don't have that capital. They come in every day. That's the poorest of the poor. If you don't help them out, they are back on the street begging. We bring them in and they sort the waste and they are paid according to the volume of waste they sort. We empower women. I've seen women that have started their business, they send their children to school from sorting waste in RecyclePoints. Give that youth employment and you have less crimes on the streets. We talk about ultimately for us is what the environmental sustainability. We have a cleaner environment. We have, and what caps out in all of this is what? Poverty eradication. You are earning above minimum wage from what? The value in waste. From what? The opportunity in waste management. So I have found my own opportunity. Sorry, by the way, the topic of my presentation is what opportunities in odd places. Your own opportunity might be that passion you have for baking, for makeup, for fashion, for the music industry, for the entertainment industry. That could be your own words, opportunity. It's like beckoning on you. That passion links you to an opportunity. It might even be your empathy for the poor. It might be, oh, how can I help that poor widow down my street? That might be an opportunity in there, beckoning on you. It might be this boy that is out of school. How can I do to help him? That might be an opportunity. That is a solution in your heart that is calling out for something big. Something for the people. Remember, we are doing it for our people. It might even be your frustration about the systems that are not working in our communities, in our country, in our governance, in our government. It might be that. Ladies and gentlemen, I have found my own opportunity in waste, or trash, or bali, or dustbin, or dirty, or bula. Go find yours. Thank you.